guys, how we doing? What a great Saturday, to have 5 practices and then come out here and practice 6 and really see where we are from an overall standpoint, get everybody on the sidelines and actually play football, I think was very advantageous to us. The first thing I thought, I just loved the physicality of practice right from the get-go. I thought the defense really set the tone early in the scrimmage, and Jabari Ruffin, when he came in there full speed, had the hardest hit of the day. It was really nice to see. The other thing that really pleased me was the running backs. I thought all 3 backs ran extremely hard and efficient. You can see the experience of Justin Davis being a senior and the running style that he had today. And then I really saw some maturity come out in Ronald Jones and Ced Ware going into their second season. Really liked where they were at. The one thing that I will say about the defense, I thought they did an extremely good job of not allowing explosive plays down the field. I thought, really, if you look at us offensively, we only had 1 explosion pass down the field. We were efficient passing the ball, but I thought the defense did a good job of making us go the long way. Offensive line wise, I was very impressed with them in the running game. We did give up 2 sacks, which we'll take a look at on film, but was pleased with them. And as far as the quarterbacks go, you can see the experience of Max Brown. I thought he was very poised today, but then you see 14 come out here. I can't believe it's his first spring training camp, and he's out there acting like he's been doing it for years. So proud of those 2 guys and the way that they performed. Got some bad news yesterday about a good buddy of ours, Kenny Bigelow. He's got a torn ACL, and that's a 7 to 9 month rehab. So we'll have to look at November for where we are. Very sad for him. He continues. He's got a great frame of mind. He's going to be a captain on this football team. He's the rock for us, and now he goes to Coach Bigelow instead of Kenny.
Same knee or other knee?
Same knee. Yeah, just a freak. Put his leg in the ground and it buckled. One of those freak deals, untouched. Very sad, and our prayers go out to him. He's going to be back. He's got a good mindset. With that, I'll answer any questions that you have.
Any ideas about maybe any people moving into that spot?
Well, right now, the beauty of one thing that, thank goodness Clancy's here, is the ability for our nickel package to really, in his defense, you've got Porter on one side and a Jabari on the other side, or a Chinna on the other side. So as far as the two interior guys are the big men. So you've got 6 big men that we're working. I think we'll get Noah back, possibly next week. We'll see how his back is. MRI and CAT scan came back negative for any injury as far as the backs, and he's starting to feel better. So we'll see where he's at. That'll give us a 7th guy right now. But you look at who we play next year, and you look at 10 of the 12 teams, you're going to be in a lot of nickel, so that's advantageous to us. We'll be a little thin when you play in Alabama or Stanford when you get in 21 and 12 personnel.
Looked like Taylor McNamara nicked up shoulder?
Yeah, he's had a subluxation that's been going on ever since he got here, and when it does come out, we immediately pull him. I mean, we don't want to, all of a sudden it comes out and now it's a surgery type deal. So that thing pops out, pops back in, and it's one of those things that needs about 48 hours, and then it's usually ready to go again, but very preventative in that case.
What do you call that stuff you're doing with Ruben, where you kind of got him offset as like an inside wing back, or he's up ahead of the court? What are you calling those things?
Well, one of the things we do it with our 2 tights and with our fullback. Ruben being a fullback body right now, we're really training him at the F position, and we're training Daniel at the F. So they're doing the same thing. One grouping is 12 personnel, the other one is 21 personnel when Ruben comes in. So I tell you what, doing a nice job, really showing some skill the other day of catching the ball out of the backfield. Very physical kid. You can tell he's been a past linebacker. He reminds you of Ross Cummings a little bit, of what Ross did for us when he came over. I've really liked his physicality and being able to bring that to the table.
Coach, you mentioned earlier in the week how excited you were for this practice in terms of the quarterbacks and how their ability to move the ball. How do you think they did today?
The happiest thing that I saw was just playing clean. there weren't a lot of mistakes. There were no turnovers in the scrimmage by them. They did hold on to the ball a little bit on 2 sacks, and I thought we should be able to get rid of the ball. But the more we can get these live reps and things like this, the more they're going to progress. So these Saturdays are going to be really important for us when we put the ball down, get everybody off, and just see the reality of the situation where we're at today. I'm really glad, with Max Brown, you can tell it's his 4th spring, and I really like the progress that the young quarterbacks are making. We have a long way to go. Thank goodness we got 9 practices left.
You say you got a long way to go. This team just looks like it might be a little farther along than maybe you expected them to be right now.
As of right now, after today, I really did. I was waiting till today to see where we are. To play as clean as we did today really makes me a happy football coach. I'm gonna go buy a big steak tonight and throw it on the grill. We are further along than I thought we would be. That's a good observation, Dan.
What would you say is maybe the best quality of Justin Davis?
I think he's learned how to be a patient runner. When he first got here, it was like get in the hole as fast as you can, and now I literally see him on outside zone. The best runners, the Le'Veon Bells, what do? They're patient. They come right off the butt of the tackle and they explode. And I think his patience is really showing, and his maturity. This is his 4th year, and you expect those things. He's really, put himself into the league of, a really quality running back. And I think he's going to be one of the better ones in the Pac-12.
What do you think of his physicality running?
He was violent today. When I remember him, I had the great opportunity to recruit Justin out of Lincoln to Stockton, and Coach Brian Gray was the head coach there. I remember if you go back and look at his numbers, he was going against Grant High School, and he rushes the ball like 36 times. He comes back the next week, it's 37 times, and he was a violent runner. He's always had that knack of pouring the ball, especially when he's got a little mat on. He's special. You saw that really towards the end of last year too. You think about him at the end of Cal making that run on 3rd and 6, and really it's him and the safety and the physicality to get the first down. I think of the UCLA game of handing him the ball, I think 8 times on that last drive, and him just being so physical as a runner. And now it's carrying over the spring. I really think he's in a great place right now.
Have you seen any separation with the quarterbacks?
Right now, I would say Max is ahead. And that's the way it should be. You got a guy covered in his 4th camp, just being honest. But I'm really positive about where the young kids are, and to see Sam every time you come out here and you put the lights on. He makes a big play, and he made the explosive play for the pass down the sideline. His poise in real life game situation for a young person, this is his 1st spring, is really impressive. And I like the things that Jalen did for coming from wide out back to quarterback. I forgot how good a runner he is. He pulls that ball and you go, wow, he can do some special things. And then Matt Fink got in there and they did a mess. He took the snap and got it to the right person. So I think we're in a good situation at quarterback. I really do.
Jordan Stones has been kind of a forgotten man, but what are your expectations for him?
Gosh almighty, he's competing with Vianney right now. He was on defense about the first half of the year, and late in the season we brought him back to offense. I've always thought when he was healthy, he's such a dominant player. He had some injury proneness early in his career. He's finally got it healthy and really having a good camp. You look at those 4 guards right now. How blessed are we? Vianney, Damian Mom, and Chris Brown, and Jordan. Those are anybody in the world would like to have those 4 guards, and we're really deep at that position. Glad those 4 kids are with us.
1 or 2 more.
Defensively, who's jumping out at you? The same.
I really think Chenna is really blossoming into a really terrific player. You saw last practice him create the turnover, really taking on Vianney on a trap block. You can see his size, his strength, to be able to bang off that trap block, tackle Rojo, and rip the ball out and cause a touchdown for the defense. I think he's playing extremely well. The other guy that just keeps on showing up every practice is Biggie. I make a cut up at of every practice and kind of show some of the technique, fundamental things of guys doing it the right way, and he seems to be on the tape every time. I really think he's putting together a really good camp.
Any update on Juju?
Yeah, I would expect to do that. I've about held him off probably as long as I can. He's itching, so I would imagine he'll be back probably first of next week. I'm hoping, but we want to make sure that him, to pull a hamstring and lose him for the rest of camp would not be good. All righty, guys. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great weekend.